EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision. End zone, not a good one. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play fake. Winston. Here's Benjamin with a catch. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Saints. Eno Benjamin, 77 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ready. 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jameis to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And Winston lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Cowboys will go. Prescott looking downfield for Pollard. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 77 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 3rd down, Winston. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Winston. Little short pass here to Hill. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Loose inside the 30. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kinsway Miller, 48 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
And that's another route the defenders on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Pollard again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Prescott. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Pollard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now here's Pollard. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for a lead. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Green, Timothy.
First down, Winston. Completes it to Perry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Green, Timothy. Follow. Flip.
Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. On play action, Winston. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. A.T. Perry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Winston back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Jameis now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And this one too low.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Winston. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Winston now. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
This game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. To throw, Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eno Benjamin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Looking downfield for Pollard. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Here's Winston. Flush to his right. Going up top for Miller. That is intercepted. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Bring it, triple team. White. 5 on the 50. 5 on the...
Winston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They run. It's Williams. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Winston to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jameis going to look to throw right away. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 73 yards. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe yards shy of there at the 24. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And so, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 32-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 24. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to handle 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th.
It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Browns 0.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. The tight end in motion right. On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. To the right side, complete to Miller. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown! Kendre Miller. 70 25 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Room past the 35. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Green, triple team. Flip, flip, flip. Green, triple team.
Here's Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
White.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Winston. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be...
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Richardson going to move him around. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to go with the option. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Kamara up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 19 yards away. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Blake groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. On first down, Richardson. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next drive.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Now it's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. And this taken in by Downs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time it up to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third down, Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
White. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.